host, Charlie Porter. Thank you guys for tuning in. Welcome back to my people who have been tuned in with me all of these 18 days. And then to my newcomers, I appreciate you for joining in. Make sure you go back and watch the previous videos and the other videos after this one as well, okay? So today we are on day 18 and we're going to be talking about the pros and cons of owning a home. So this is a part 2 to the video that I had previously before. So that would be a day 17. That would be a good one to go back and check out as well. You can watch them in either order, but both of them are going to go hand in hand when it comes to what I'm talking about here today, okay? So owning a home you could never go wrong with, okay? That's first things first. So if you own a home, congratulations. If you're looking to own one, congratulations again. You are on the right path already, okay? So what I'm going to do for this one is we're going to go give you 3 pros and 3 cons of actually owning a home, okay? There are a lot of great things, but there are a couple bad things too as well that I just want to mention because you just want to have that knowledge, okay? I'm not forcing you or swaying you to go either way, but these videos are for you to have the knowledge to make your own decision, and then you can make the right move for yourself and your situation going from there, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go back and forth, go a pro and then go a con, okay? So first pro that we're talking about was owning a home, okay? You can lock in that interest rate and that mortgage payment, okay? So you'll know month to month what you'll be paying, and then over those years, let's just say 30 years, you'll know what you are paying, right? There are different loan types as well that can have it to where the rate may fluctuate. Go back and watch that video too as well where I talk about the different loan types, right? But usually you're locked in for that rate for at least the next 15 to 30 years, okay? So that's a pro that you would like to look at versus renting where it could be fluctuate every now and then, okay? Now a con, right, would be that the maintenance that is done for the house is done by the homeowner, okay? So you can't call the maintenance team and say, hey, I need this to be repaired. It's really going to be on you. So that's why it's always good to have cash reserves saved up for when that time does come, and then you can make that move when you need to make the move, okay? Now, second one, we're going to go back to a pro, okay? Pro of owning a home would be you can turn it into an investment property later down the road, right? And then that's something you can actually pass down to your children too as well. I know a lot of people talk about generational wealth, that they want to pass down something to their kids, right? This is a great start here for you, okay? So you can turn it into investment property while the time that you're living in it, right? As in opposed to necessarily waiting until your kids have it, right? Because you could turn it into an Airbnb. You can turn it, some people have it as a vacation home sometimes, so they may still technically own the home, but like I said, they do it as an Airbnb. They rent it out to other people, and then maybe down the road, maybe they move out, and then they can actually rent it out to people just permanently rather than only doing it when maybe they're away, living at their other place that they do have, okay? Now, second con that we're going to go to here is you're not able to just move like you want, okay? Previously, I talked about to where if you were just renting, you could just get up and leave, right? You can't necessarily break the lease, but there are options to break the lease. But if your lease is up, you can just move whenever you're ready to move, and then you just continue forward how you want to move, okay? So that's a con to that, right? So the last pro that I'm going to go with here is privacy, okay? Because you get to choose where you are. Now, if you like being in the city, like being around different people, certain neighborhoods, have a pool, things like that, then that's something you can look at, right? That'll be perfect for you, right? And even if you're in those type of neighborhoods, you still own your space. You know, you may have some grass in the backyard, maybe have a nice front yard too as well. You can have the people over for holidays during your time, or at your home rather than it being everybody's at an apartment house, and you can't be maybe as loud as you maybe want to be. I'm not saying that the same in a big neighborhood, but still as well, just things that you want to look out for. And even if you don't want to be in a small knit community, you can go out to a area where it's not too many people around, and then you can have that space, maybe even have more land than you can beg for, and go from it that way, okay? So that is a good way to have that privacy, okay? And the last con that we're going to go with, right, is it can be expensive in the beginning. And the reason I'm telling you that is because this is things that most people will not tell you, right? I am a realtor here, right? And I do understand that this can be expensive in the beginning, okay? Between closing costs, between just the stress of actually looking for a home, and then between the maintenance upgrades that may happen right after you buy the home, okay? I just want to be transparent with you because I don't want you to say, hey, this is easy, it's going to be smooth sailing, and then boom, you get hit with, let's just say, a $20,000 repair that you maybe have to go with, right? That's why you have to have the cash reserves, and that's why I say never go above your budget when you're looking for a home or outbidding someone, because you want to have those cash reserves saved up ready to go just in case things like that do come about. Okay, so again, that's 3 pros and 3 cons. More pros, excuse me, more pros that can be um, given out to you. But listen, there are just some things that you want to look out for. And again, this is not to sway you to go either way. This is based on what's best for you and your situation. Go between both videos, lay the options for yourself, and then that'll help you make the right decision for you. Okay. Again, I appreciate you guys tuning in. This is day 18. Stick around for more. Thank you and have a good one.